Hello and welcome to my film review for the Miseducation of Carmen Post. Now, this film is set in 1993, so when you watch it, if you watch it, you really need to judge the film by the what was going on in 1993 and the attitudes of people, rather than by today's standards and today's attitude, because between then and now, attitudes have changed quite a lot. So basically, Carmen, played by Chloe Moretz, is caught kissing another girl, and then she's sent off to a conversion therapy centre. It's all religious, all God this, God that, and if you're homosexual, you're evil. If you're transgender, you're evil, and all this, and they've got to get the evil out of you, and they go through the therapy, and the people that are in the camp are clearly not happy to be there. They don't want to be there. They've been forced there. The therapy clearly isn't working. The people running the centre clearly don't know what they're doing. But again, you've got to judge it by the standards of when it's set, because back then these conversion camps were quite common. Unfortunately, they do still exist today in some places, but I don't think they're nearly as widespread as they were back then. And it's interesting because you're watching, like, the therapist, like there's a lady therapist there, and by today's standards you think she's evil, but she thinks she's good. She thinks she's doing the right thing. She thinks that she is, trying to save these people, and help them. She honestly believes she's helping these people, but obviously that's by the standards and the views of the past. You can't put today's views on that, because if someone like that was to be doing what she's doing today, then obviously it'd be completely different. But as I said, unfortunately, there are still a few conversion camps around, and they don't work. There's so much evidence to suggest that they just don't work. And in this film, it's obvious it doesn't work. It goes very badly for one person. So he's been sent there because he's too feminine, and his father doesn't want him at home. But clearly, as you find out, that he identifies, or she identifies, as a female, and takes matters into her own hands. Anyway, it's you don't really see anything, but it's a bit grim because you hear about it afterwards, and you're like, oh, that's, this person was clearly very, very upset and very unhappy. And they're all unhappy, they're all upset, because it is abuse. They mention that, Carmen mentions that, it's emotional abuse. They're training them to hate themselves because, she likes women. That's just the way she is. There's nothing wrong with that, but obviously back when this was set, they thought she was evil. They thought that that was, like, a bad part of her, and so they're trying to get that out of her. So the film itself is good. It's a very slow film. It's a very slow paced film. It relies heavily on dialogue. One criticism I would say is that occasionally the dialogue is a little bit too quiet. There's a few bits where I was thinking, what did that person just say? But generally it's okay. It's not like one of these films which has, like, really quiet dialogue and then stupidly loud music. It doesn't do that. So you could just turn the volume up overall. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, so some people may find it a little uncomfortable to watch. Maybe if they've encountered throughout their life people persecuting them for who they are, or maybe they've been an unfortunate person to go through one of these camps. I don't know how much they would want to watch this kind of film. It's definitely a different kind of film, because there aren't, too many films set in conversion camps. But it was good. It was well done. It was well made. I thought it was respectful to the characters and what they're going through. Obviously, the therapist there thinks that she's the good person, but obviously that's by their standards back then, not by today's standards. And it shows the characters who are clearly not happy. They're trying to be happy, they're trying to get through it, they're trying to make the most of it, convert to be normal, to please God and all that, and God help them to get rid of the evil from their life, and some of them are really trying, but it's obvious that they're struggling and they're not happy. I think really the main debate about it is have attitudes changed between the past and now, but that's a whole different video. Just trying to focus solely on this film. I thought it was well acted, it was well directed. Chloe Moretz did a good job. She didn't kill anyone, because obviously a lot of her roles as a child actor, she killed a lot of people in a lot of films. So it's nice to see her not killing anybody. So yeah, I don't know if it's ever going to go down as like one of the greatest films must see, because how many people are going to want to watch a film about a bunch of kids going through conversion therapy? I can't imagine there's a huge demand for that kind of film. But if you do want to watch it, it's mildly entertaining. It is slow. It is a slow burn intentionally. So it's not boring. It is deliberately designed to be a slow paced, but also it shows the monotony of everyday life there. Like sometimes you see them do like one or two things, then they go to bed. There's like one or two things, they go to bed. So it's kind of just the everyday life there. It's not exciting. Their lives aren't exciting, so the film can't be exciting. But yeah, it's an all round good film, good drama. I wouldn't say it's like an artsy film, but it is a good drama. I highly recommend it if that's the sort of thing you want to see. All right, and I'll have another film review soon, and some other random video also soon. All right, bye.